Hey y'all, it's Kelt, and a new conspiracy theory just dropped. So let's talk about Cat Turd and the John Fetterman body double conspiracy theory. Yep, this is my life now. Debunking a conspiracy theory being promoted by a man who goes by the nickname Cat Turd. So if you're not familiar with who Cat Turd is a Twitter account with 1.5 million followers and is very popular within MAGA circles. This is such a prominent and popular account that when they tweet that they feel there's something wrong with Twitter itself, they get personal responses from Elon Musk, the new owner of Twitter. Cat Turd also runs a podcast, which Marjorie Taylor Greene herself said that she would rather appear on Cat Turd's podcast than show up on Fox News. And that's not all. This account's popularity really comes from multiple retweets from Donald Trump before Donald Trump was banned on Twitter. This account is so deeply associated with MAGA and Donald Trump that when Cat Turd posted that he was going into the hospital for health issues, Donald Trump sent him a personalized Get Better message. Like, not a tweet. Donald Trump mailed him a Get Better message. So when an account like Cat Turd promotes a conspiracy theory, it's going to have a far reach and take hold very quickly. This conspiracy theory is that the John Fetterman we see has been replaced with a body double. So yeah, in 2023, we're going back to the Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, and Barack Obama are all body doubles, but this time with John Fetterman, a senator. The only evidence associated with this conspiracy theory is two photos in which Cat Turd and many other people have posted saying that the new photos of John Fetterman don't look like the old ones, so John Fetterman has to be a body double. And this isn't just a one and done post for Cat Turd. The initial post that he put stated that in only 3 weeks, John Fetterman had a total head replacement, commenting that what amazing doctors that he had. He then proceeds to retweet somebody else promoting the exact same conspiracy theory, giving it his endorsement to 1 million followers. Finally posting a collage of the two John Fetterman photos, adding in a photo of John Fetterman's wife. With the addition of post view count that Elon Musk added to Twitter, we can see that some of these posts have been viewed over 1 million times, meaning this conspiracy theory is spreading very rapidly, and the response in the comments is an acceptance of this conspiracy theory. Multiple people calling for DNA tests and agreeing and amplifying Cat Turd's message. The issue is, it's all junk. Not long after the State of the Union address, John Fetterman checked himself into inpatient hospital treatment for clinical depression. And as soon as that happened, people like Cat Turd jumped into overdrive setting up this conspiracy theory, posting repeatedly questions such as, where is John Fetterman? The people have a right to know. We knew where John Fetterman was. He was in an inpatient hospital under the treatment of doctors. This was planned, that people like Cat Turd would use this conspiracy theory as soon as there was a release of information about John Fetterman in the hospital. And there was. Fetterman's aides released photos of Fetterman working while still in the hospital. There was photographs released of John Fetterman doing things such as reading and sponsoring bills. Yeah, Fetterman has sponsored multiple bills while still in the hospital because while he's undergoing treatments, he's still working. And people like Cat Turd are using this to the advantage of their conspiracy theory. Fetterman's working, we can't see him, so obviously it must be a body double. But if you notice something, the photos of Fetterman in the hospital are not the photos that Cat Turd is using to promote this conspiracy theory. They're zoomed in photos of Fetterman's face with the rest of the photo cropped out. Now to debunk this, we first have to figure out which photo they're claiming is the before and which photo is the body double. We can tell by the retweet that Cat Turd did that the photo on the left is they're claiming is Fetterman. The photo on the right they're claiming is the body double because she states the one on the right is not Fetterman. So now that we know what they're claiming is the before photo and what they're claiming is the after photo, we need to figure out where did these photos actually come from. Don't worry, I've already done that legwork for you. The photo on the left they're claiming is the before photo. The actual John Fetterman is a photo that John Fetterman himself tweeted out right before the State of the Union address. The actual tweet says, we're ready, and it's hashtag State of the Union. Now if we scroll down and we look, we see that that tweet was posted on February 7th. So this is before John Fetterman went into the hospital, so that makes sense that they would claim this is the actual Fetterman and that he hasn't been replaced by a body double yet. So now that we got photo 1 nailed down, we have to figure out where this crop photo comes from. And we actually get a hint from Cat Turd himself. If we look at the collage that Cat Turd posted, we see an added photo of John Fetterman's wife. Luckily for us, that is cropped out of the same photo that Cat Turd is claiming is the Fetterman body double. And just so you know, Cat Turd is trying to do the zoomed up look of John Fetterman's wife is a look at her weird, awkward face. So obviously she's standing next to a body double. But here's the full-size photo with John Fetterman and his wife that Cat Turd cropped up to make that collage. So now that we found that whole photo that Cat Turd cropped up to make the collage, we have to figure out where this photo came from. Remember, this is the photo that they're claiming is not John Fetterman after he's gotten out of the hospital. So when you have the full photo versus a cropped version, it's really easy to do something called a reverse image search. And one of my personal favorite reverse image search engines is TinEyes. So if we plug that image into TinEyes, we see that that image first appeared on the internet in May 2022. Hold on now. That doesn't make sense, because that's the image that people like Catturd are claiming is the replacement for John Fetterman. And that image of John Fetterman's replacement is over a year old, before he went into the hospital, because that photograph was taken when John Fetterman left the hospital after having his stroke. There's an entire video tweeted out by John Fetterman and his wife of him leaving the hospital that's referenced within that news article. So Catturd took 2 photographs, cropped them up, claimed they were from different time periods than they actually were to craft a conspiracy theory, meaning a prominent MAGA account with ties to an actively sitting congressional representative, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and the former president and current candidate for presidency, Donald Trump, is promoting an active disinformation campaign to discredit and sow distrust against a sitting senator. And it's actively working because people don't understand how things such as the lens you use, the angle you use, the light content of the room, and your focus can distort and change the shape of someone's face. The simple angle of a photograph can distort someone's face. We have entire news articles talking about this to teach would-be photographers these techniques. We even have entire studies about how camera angle will change a face shape and change our perception of that photograph. How easy it is to create this disinformation campaign and promote it at that speed is dangerous. And the fact that the person creating this disinformation campaign is being promoted and endorsed by politicians should scare you. As a society, when we see something like this, we need to stop, weigh the evidence, and think critically. And we need to always call out these disinformation campaigns and conspiracy theories.